Hi everyone, how's it going? Just going to give you a quick update on what's been going on in Marvel Strike Force for me. This is the roster check for May. So for May, I have managed to be fortunate. That lovely gift they gave us of 50 Nightcrawler shards in the 97 X-Men menu that allowed me to 7-star my Nightcrawler. I have managed to ace global section of DD6 with the lucky osmium drops that I got. And also I purchased 4 Nightcrawler $5 offers that had 10 osmium and 50 Nightcrawler shards in each one. I thought that was a no-brainer for me. You might be fully F2P. For me, I find that it brings me great happiness to invest wisely in my roster. I take great pride in it. And we spoke last time about building a gamma. And as I can show you here, oh, Gemma. Not sure about the Gemma team. Gamma. Oh, excuse the typos. Sometimes this tablet has a mind of its own. I think the correct way to bring it up is by clicking here and going through to here. Oh, there we go. That's the offending article. So as you can see, Gamma have been fully Gear Tier 17. And to complete the Apocalypse Saga, I'm not sure for the other missions, but for the War costume for Red Hulk, this is all the T4s you need. I've got no T4s on Abomination, 1 T4 on She-Hulk, 1 on Hulk, 1 on Brawn, and as you can see, I've managed to successfully get the Awakened abilities and the War costume for Red Hulk. The leader I'm currently investing in because, as you're well aware, Pocket Dimension is coming up, and Cabal is part of the Pocket Dimension, so it's a no-brainer. Iron Patriot is also being currently worked on, and then Namor. That will be where my gold will be going. And in other news, I have built up a Sinister Six, which I had been collecting the shards for, didn't have the gold for. And as you can see here, oh, let's switch off Gamma. So my team that I went for was Craven, Spider Slayer, Doc Ock, Lizard, and Vulture. If you're wondering why Vulture over the others, Vulture has a rewind on the enemy team, and building this team up has enabled me to unlock the lovely Black Cat, which I'm going to be using for her team eventually. The Secret Defenders. Oh, unselect. So if we scroll down, we can see that I now have Black Cat unlocked at 3 stars plus 130 plus 330. So 80 plus 130 is 210. So she is 5-star and I have to go back in again since I've strengthened my Sinister 6, and I think might be able to unlock her 6-star. So it could be a 6-star unlock with Black Cat, which would be lovely, and that's something I'm working on. As you can see, I'm collecting Spider-Man Big Time Shards. Bit of a oversight on my part was, I heard from Boylon how great Quicksilver was in Global, but then having a Gear Tier 18 Extreme Men allowed me to one-shot all of the Global of DD6, so the 4 red stars I purchased with Quicksilver sadly are going to go to waste. Eventually I might build him up. I hear he's a great character, but at the moment I don't have any usage for him, so I'm prioritising as I go. In other news, what else have I strengthened up? Let's go to the top. So I've beefed up Void Knight. I use my Dark Dimension rewards for Void Knight. I preempted the diamond purchase on him. I buy strike passes and battle passes, and I convert all of my Saturn Reds into diamond credits because it's the only way you can upgrade. As you can see, Dark Bifrost. Sorry for the mistake. It's 5 a.m. in England, and I've been up for about 20 hours now, so I'm a bit sluggish. I had to upgrade my Bifrost to a crazy level because regardless how crazy they are, my clan has recently made the step up to Incursion 2.1, and if Val is targeted first by all the bleeds, it's a case of a strategic exit and then bringing back in and reviving Val. Ironic, seeing as Val is the one who does all the reviving. I have been fortunate enough to pull 25 shards from Penny, from the new Penny Orbs, and that got my Red Goblin up to 6 red. I have... what else have I done? Beta Ray Bills got his 6 red unlocked. Spider Weaver I'm prioritising to do up a bit more. Dark Cork is where he was, but you'll be interested to see that I have the Spider Society, and there they are in all their glory. Oh, when I click on them, there we go. So I've Gear Tier 18 Pavita, and you're wondering why would I do that? Well, that's because if you have a look at his kit, his passive allows him to apply 2 vulnerable on spawn to all enemies. So I thought that in Dark Dimension 6 Bio, that's going to be invaluable. And Penny Parker, you're wondering how on earth have you got her up to nearly 5 red? Well, let me share with you my luck. Penny Parker. I chanced an orb, and hey presto, I hit the absolute motherload. 180 shards. Never happened to me in my life once, and I doubt it will ever happen again. Remember, buying your character shards through core purchases where you don't have a lot of cores is a complete gamble. I did it because my teammate on the previous character, Pavita, managed to pull 180, so I went in with an unbelievable belief that maybe I might just get something good. Best way if you want to get a new character is just to literally fork out Johnny Visa, Johnny MasterCard, or PayPal, whatever you use, and do it that way. But she actually is a phenomenal character and adds Safeguard to the Spider Society team. And with the new update to the raid store, which allows us to purchase uniques, I'm going to be getting Peter Parker up a little bit more. He's the healer, and obviously if he goes down first, it's very difficult to survive. And yep, I can just recommend Spider Society highly. They are more than just a mug team. They are not just another Web Warriors. They are a phenomenal, absolute phenomenal of a team. They work together so well, and they are just beastly. Goal is to gear to 18 Gwen, and to put a diamond on her, because she is the turret who retaliates every time. And eventually, where possible, I do believe we'll be able to grind out plenty of shards for Pavita, Penny, and Peter Parker in the months to come. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's have a look at anything else I might have been doing. Off the top of my head, I've preempted a diamond on Forge because he's just so beastly. I pulled 3 diamonds on Hela, which was a heck of a result. Diamond Dawn Orbs are not often lucky, and I managed to hit the mother load there. Hela is one of my go-to faves because as Guardians were my start team at launch, I spent a bit of money on the vanilla Asgardians, Heimdall, Sith, Hela, Thor, and Loki, and hence that's why she's 775. And with a little bit of love, I managed to get her up to gear tier 17. I'm planning on taking her all the way up to 18. In other news, I added Zombie Juggernaut, and he will be showing up shortly. There he is. 4 red Zombie Juggernaut, close to 5, and that was done without spending any money on him, just strictly through grinding the game. Highly recommend you check out Jessica Jones's kit. It's phenomenal. And otherwise, priorities next are to, now that Osmium is available in the Raid store, to get MLF or Morgana Le Fay up to gear tier 17, and the good old Scarlet Witch, she needs to be brought up to gear tier 17 so I can unlock the costume and all the extra resources for MLF. I took a year out, so I'm a little bit behind in my Apocalypse progress. Rogue's built up. You know Gambit's built up here up at the top because he's an integral part of the Extreme Men. I went all out on the Extreme Men because taking them through the Dark Dimension 6 global, I figured I needed them to be as OP as possible, and that worked out. And I've already planned my team for Cosmic. Kestrel's ready, Void Knight's ready, Val's awaiting some Osmium, Dormammu is just awaiting some mini uniques, and gold, obviously. We all need gold. And then the final character will be Kang, so that'll be a heck of a team to take through it. And I think it will help me really speed through Cosmic, which I hear is an absolute bugger to try and, work your way through. I've heard of people taking dozens and dozens of attacks from loads. So Kestrel, Void Knight, Val, Dormammu, and Kang will be an absolute godsend for me. So that's currently where I'm working. And in other news, I just recently got Ironheart up to gear tier 17 because of the step up to Incursion 2.1. I'm finding it that I can't sim, and as a result I am manually doing Bifrost 1, Bifrost 2 as well. Bifrost boss takes me 2 taps, sometimes even a retreat and 3 taps. Although there are powerhouses in my lane, and sometimes I can rely on them to clear the boss and then casually do the first two nodes of Bifrost. Bifrost will go horribly wrong if Vala's targeted first on node 1. If you're doing incursion 2, you'll be aware that the tech node 2 with those two gigantic Omega Reds is the difficult one. I will release a video shortly showing the correct turn order for tackling incursion tech 2.1 node 2. Essentially, you start off with taunts on absorbing men. You'll be by default targeting the absorbing man on the far left. You target the next one next to him, double bounce with Kestrel, then apply the slows, then do the turn meter removal and the stuns, and then take it from there. If it goes well, it goes well. It can go horribly wrong though. So just bear in mind, you need to know when to retreat and when to lose. If you have enough damage done and you're happy with how everything's gone, and you just need a few 20 core or 20 raid heal touch-ups, then you lose and come back in. If it's gone completely Pete Tong, which is English slang for it's gone completely wrong, then what you need to do is retreat, and you can restart the node fresh all over again from scratch. And that is the roster at the moment. Top to bottom, Spider Slayer has been added. Penny's looking good. So it looks like in their current event, I will have her 5 red, thanks to that beautiful, beautiful orb that the good Lord sent me. I'm a religious person, so I believe everything good that happens comes from God, and everything bad that happens just happens, so you just have to deal with it. So, apologies for anything insensitive that something tragedy befallen you. I like to blame that on the dark evil spirit, the Kali or Satan, or the accursed one. And that is just about the roster. I was recently decided to give Crystal a bit of love, and brought her up to gear tier 15. Is that 15? Is that 14? No, sorry, 14. Miss Marvel Hardlight's ready for her team to kick into action, collecting photon shards, and as you can see, Iron Patriot's had some work put into him. He is fully ISO'd and ready, and the leader is fully ISO'd and ready for the new pocket dimension. Just now more to go. I realise they need to be gear tier 14 minimum, so that's where the gold's going to be prioritised at the moment in getting ready for the pocket dimension. Robbie, as you can see there, from when I get into City, he is the MVP of City DD6. So I've preempted the diamond on him and purchased it, even though I'm miles away from ever having a 7 red Robbie. I'm buying him now since Nightcrawler is 7 red. And I do advise you, if you're building up for Apocalypse, as you can see, Agatha has been reduced down to 300 for her Cosmic Crucible cost. I believe Abomination and Nemesis will be following suit, and in due time in the coming months they will be reduced in price too. So if you're building up those characters, put them on hold and wait for them to come down to 300 and save yourself a fortune in Cosmic Crucible credits. And apart from that, that's the rest of the roster. Psylocke shards ready, Magneto shards ready. Black Knight, you know how good he is. Sadly, I don't have the resources to be able to keep up with the meta that much. But Dazzler's ready. And Black Knight, I've preempted all 4 red stars on him. Black promotion credit red stars. Phantom X, I've nearly got all of the shards for. I recently started getting Spider-Man 2099 as one of my farming targets. And Dagger's diamond was drawn from an orb. Photon, as you can see, I've struck my target. She's ready. She's fully ready now, 7 yellow, so just need to wait until it's time and then add Black Cat. Starbrand, I missed a Strike Pass or Battle Pass, so I don't have him yet fully ready. Although I think that's a team that I'm going to have to skip. Because in this game, unless you've got super amounts of money, you have to know exactly what you can afford to build and can't afford to build. I am going to want a Goblin Classic. To that end, I've started spending raid credits on Agent Venom in order to try and get a high Agent Venom. Tigra, I farm her node. She's very lovely. US Agent, I've been farming him. Ready for the Rebirth. Because Rebirth is required to unlock Green Goblin Classic. And I was told by an expert to plow all your resources into having a super high Captain America and a super high Peggy. Peggy being, what's her name? Captain Carter. Archangel, he's ready. As you can see, I've completely finished the all the required shards for him. It's just a question of in due course and time, I can get them up. And Nemesis, as I said, I'm waiting for the Cosmic Crucible to come down to 300, and then I'm going to get a Nemesis on the go. And apart from that, Pandapool and Draken, completely awesome characters. Old Man Logan is a new legendary and will probably only have one shot at the leaderboards to get 3 shards for him. But it's a complete pipe dream for me, you know. I have a restricted budget and I can't keep up with the big boys, so I just do what I can. I do what I can. So Old Man Logan is a dream. Mephisto, maybe 18 months, 2 years time. And Super Skrull I hope to have by Christmas. So fingers crossed there that I have a full Super Skrull by Christmas. And that is the roster check for May. I hope your luck's good. I hope your RNGesus is kind. And I hope you guys are having a good time. Stay safe and peace out from Dr. Dre.